Listen, I know trying to get into drop shipping or just e-commerce in general seems super challenging, super complicated, especially with, all the different videos you see all over the internet and all the different strategies out there. So that's why in today's video, I'm going to go over how you can start your very first drop shipping store from scratch with less than $100. And within the last 365 days, I've done almost right at $500,000 in sales with this strategy, just at the ripe age of 21 years old. So this is exactly what I would do if I had to start all over again. Now, really quick before we get into all the good stuff, I do want to state that this strategy does not include paid ads. So you don't have to worry about all the complicated mess that comes with that, nor having thousands of dollars of startup costs to pump into them and potentially waste, which I've already stated that you can start with less than $100. So if this sounds like an opportunity you'd be interested in, which it probably is, because you can literally start with less than $100. It's a relatively simple business model and you can literally make hundreds of thousands of dollars from it. Then I highly recommend staying and watching until the end of this video, because by the end, you're gonna know exactly step by step how to go out and do it yourself. To start things off, firstly, I wanna show you some live results that I'm getting with this exact strategy. Also, I want you to keep in mind that I actively run 4 or 5 products at the same time, but I'm just gonna show you a couple of my most recent stores that are kind of cooking so you can get a realistic view of what this could potentially look like for you. So as you can see here, this is a store that I started just a few months back, and it's already brought me in around $61,000 in sales. And if we go and look at the product itself, because of this exact strategy, we're looking at a 66% profit margin. So let's do some math on that real quick. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just gonna use the calculator app on my phone. Okay, so that equals out to almost roughly $40,000 in net profit straight to my bank account from a store that I literally just started 3 months ago, that once again, it cost me less than $100 to get this store up and running. Another store just yesterday did $1,200 in a single day. Also, if we want to look at the margins on this product, so this product is actually at a 73% profit margin. So if we were to do the math on that, that would mean that this store did almost right at $900 in profit just yesterday. I just wanted to go over a few of my stores really quick, just so you can see that this strategy is actively working and you're not wasting your time watching this video. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ethan, how the hell are you doing this? Starting this with less than $100. How are all your profit margins so high, 50, 60, 70%? And what do you mean you're not going to be running paid ads? How else are we going to get customers to the store? Well, the answer is really simple: organic traffic. So instead of using paid ads to get a customer to come and visit your store, you're going to use posting on social media and use organic content. Now, before you're like, hell no, I ain't finna post no, what? Just hear me out. Although yes, you are going to be posting on social media and just posting content, it's completely anonymous. No one's going to know it's you posting these videos. No one's going to know it's you behind the account running them. No one's going to know it's you behind the brand. All of these stores and all of the results I've gotten and the over 1 billion organic views I've done over the lifetime of me doing this business model, still to this day, no one knows who I am or who is running my stores. So instead of doing paid ads and using organic content is how you get away with such low startup costs for each store. And the craziest part is you can make just as much money. If you want to go and look at my previous videos, you can see the crazy results I've gotten while not running any paid ads ever. So since you're not pumping thousands of dollars into ads, your only cost for each, drop shipping business, drop shipping store that you start is buying the sample off Amazon to film with, $30 to $50 to get everything set up on Shopify and your website created in a couple apps, and $20, $30 to put into a little bit of filming equipment like a tripod or some light boxes. That is literally it. So with all of that out of the way, I'm gonna break down step by step right now how you can get started with organic dropshipping. So there are 4 main things that go into finding success with organic dropshipping. The first one is going to be your product. The second one is going to be marketing, so the videos you post and how you get customers to your store. The third one is going to be your website. And the fourth one is going to be a supplier, or how you get the product to your customer. Now I'm gonna go over each one of these as simple as possible so it makes sense to you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with product. So with any way that you're doing drop shipping, winning product is king. So your product matters the most. Lucky for you, new products come out every single week. New products start trending every single week. So you have more than enough opportunities to find one for yourself. Now, you don't want to overcomplicate things when it comes to finding a winning product. There are three main things that I look for when starting to run a new product. The first one that matters the most is intrinsically viral, or what some people call wow factor. So are you looking at the product and going, oh my gosh, that's really cool. Maybe it has a super cool function. Maybe it looks really cool. Something that makes it stand out, gives it that viral feel, that viral look where you could almost just take a video of it on its lonesome and it go viral just from how cool it is. The second would be, does it add value to someone's life? So does it make their life easier? Does it make them laugh? Does it solve some sort of insecurity? Things of that nature. Another little bonus I want to add in there, this isn't a must, but it's definitely a huge add-on, is some sort of emotional attachment. So does it invoke any sort of emotion, or maybe does it have something to do with maybe their favorite movie, their favorite anime, their favorite video game, something like that. But now the third that is an absolute must are your profit margins. So something that has at least a 50% profit margin, meaning let's say you can get the product for $10, you need to be able to sell it, or it needs to look like it has the value to at least be priced on your store for $20. Obviously, the more the merrier. So I know now at this point, all of you are going to be asking, okay, how do I go and find these products? Where do I go to find these products? So the most common way to do product research within organic dropshipping is by what they call the burner method. This is super easy and super simple to set up. First, you're going to go and create a brand new TikTok account. You don't have to put your name on it. You don't have to put a profile picture. It literally won't matter. It's going to be a burner account. That's why it's called the burner method. After you set up this new account, you're going to go to the search bar and type in something like TikTok made me buy it. Okay, as you can see, I already have it searched here. But after typing this in, you're going to go and look at all of these videos that pop up. These are all drop shipping videos. Okay. Now, once you're to this part, you're just going to click on these videos and engage with all of them. Okay. So you're going to like them, save them, leave a comment, watch it a few times, then go to the next one. Engage with it, like it, save it, watch it a few times, leave some comments. You can even follow if you want to. After doing this X amount of times, I would recommend doing this for 30 to 45 minutes straight. After doing this, you're going to go back to your For You page, and over time, it'll slowly just start showing you drop shipping products only. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're manipulating our For You page to only show us drop shipping products. Now, to get your account to continue showing you drop shipping products, you're just going to keep doing the same thing and engaging with all of these videos. But now this is where you'll do the actual research. So right here, if I were to go and do product research and I'm trying to find a new product to run, you're going to go to your For You page. You're going to scroll through these videos. Okay. Every time you come across a product, you're going to examine it, obviously, go over that entire criteria that we just went over, check out the account, see if it's trending, see how their account is performing, things of that nature. And from there, using that same criteria is how you're going to find your first winning product. Okay, so now let's get into number 2, which is your marketing. So you actually making the videos. This is going to be a lot of self-discovery. It's going to take you some time to get used to this and actually develop this skill, because it is a skill, okay?
Are you serious right now, bro?
You're going to learn how to consistently go viral at least 9 times out of 10. That's how I've done over 1 billion views, and that's how I consistently make money from organic dropshipping. Now, as a beginner, your best bet is copying your competitors' videos. So from that same burner account, when you find an account that does really well or does a lot of videos, you can just go and copy their videos and steal their videos. So you just kind of morph it to whatever product you're running, and 9 times out of 10, you'll get lucky enough to whatever product you do start running, you'll have a competitor already running it, so you can also just copy their videos. But over time, if you really want to start separating yourself from the competition and really making a large amount of money from organic dropshipping, you're going to have to start becoming a little bit more original. Now, while I'm talking, I'm going to have a couple videos thrown up on the screen and just give you guys some of the basics to content to go ahead and get you started and familiar with making your own videos. First and foremost, hands down in all of content, what matters the most is your visual and text hook. Okay, so that would be the text on screen and what you do within the first 1 to 3 seconds of the video. For the visual hook, you want to think something that catches somebody's eye, what they call a scroll stopper. Something really nice and aesthetic could also work. Something that is going to make somebody stop to watch the video. So for your text hook, you want to either make it some sort of emotion invoking, either it's super funny or super like, what the hell am I looking at? It's something that makes somebody look at it and say, what's gonna happen next? or okay, I want to see what they're talking about. Now, along your journey, like I said, it's going to be a lot of self-development and you'll get better over time. So then you can start getting into, really crazy content, voiceover style content, huge storyline videos, 30, 40, 50-second long videos, things like that. But as a beginner, I recommend staying within the 8 to 13 second range and doing really high engagement short form content within that 8 to 13 seconds with, fast clips, fast edits, very engaging movements, a simple text hook, and a nice sound to pair with it. And although those super long videos that you'll end up seeing that have all these storylines and use AI voices seem really flashy, some of my best performing products and most high earning products come from those super mediocre style videos. Also, this would be a great time to mention, guys, if you want to get serious about this and you want to start making good content fast, learning the ropes super fast, I do have an organic dropshipping Discord that I'm going to link below that has my entire course inside of it, a community, teams. Literally, it's my entire brain put into a community of hundreds of other people that are also doing this business model, along with all of my connections within the business model itself. So it's literally a one-stop shop for you to learn everything you need to know about organic dropshipping. But anyway, let's move on to number 3, which is your website. So when it comes to your website, it's not as hard as it seems, and you do not have to overcomplicate it. If you have a good product and you're getting visitors to your store, they're going to buy your product no matter what. You just don't want it to look like some 1990s infomercial. So as you can tell, normally you would want to keep your products in your stores a secret, but since I've already done a case study on this product on my YouTube, it's the perfect example website to show you guys. So what we're looking at here is the homepage of my website. This barely matters at all. I highly recommend putting at least something on there and some sort of shop now button, because a few people will end up on it, but 99.9% of your traffic will only end up on your product page, which is this here. So the link you put in your bio of your accounts, it will send them to this. Now, this is what you want to optimize, okay? Like I said, I'm not gonna bore you with an entire, how-to on building a website, but these are just a couple organic dropshipping basics. I highly recommend, no matter what, only sticking with one product stores. It just works best for organic. But let's break this down really quick so you can get a nice overview of what yours should look like. And you can always come back to this video, revert to this video when you get to making your own website. So let's just start from the top and work our way down. Always have a nice banner. You can do some sort of sale at the top. It doesn't have to be 2 different things on your banner, but I highly recommend putting something up there. It just adds to the overall branding of the store because you can change it to the color of the entire store. You always want to be making some sort of announcement to your customers. Up here I have free shipping worldwide, 30% off sale today only. The today only adds a bit of urgency, so that's a little bit of a plus. And as for your product photos, you can keep it short, sweet, and simple. I only do 3 to 4 for every single website. A little tip for you guys is you can actually go and take the photos off of the product listing off something like AliExpress, put them into Canva, and add your own personal little branding like I've done on this photo here. As for the rest, they're straight out of AliExpress, and I just cropped them to my liking to make them look as aesthetic and branded as possible. This is also another picture that I took from AliExpress and put into Canva and edited myself, and this one is just straight from AliExpress as well. Then this is just automatically the placement of the name of your product on your store no matter what. This is just how Shopify does it. A simple name, don't overcomplicate it. Make sure it's correlated and makes sense for the product. Then we have our price and then our markdown price to always make it seem like there's some sort of deal going on, which will help lead to more sales and a higher conversion rate. Then we have our reviews. I highly recommend trying to get as many reviews on your store as possible. There's all kinds of apps on Shopify itself that are really easy to use and will help you put reviews right into your store from apps like AliExpress and Amazon. Then I have here some credit card trust badges, which just helps the customer feel better about checking out and makes it look less scammy. More trust badges, which half of the stuff I have on here, guys, isn't an absolute must. I just like to optimize all of my stores as much as possible. Then just some more trustworthy sort of widgets added in there, some social proof. So now we're gonna get into just the basic layout of how every single one of your stores should look. So after all of that we just went over, you're gonna have a basic title. I recommend not going over like 4 or 5 words, something describing the GIF, and then a paragraph below the GIF talking about the benefits of your product. We have another shop now button. Now this is a little custom. It'll be a little bit harder for you guys to do this as a beginner. This isn't a must, but once again, we're just portraying how good the product is, just your basic website. Then we have here a drop down menu just of some frequently asked questions. I don't know why they're not popping down. I'll have to go fix that. One more title, GIF, and paragraph explaining a benefit of the product. Then one more piece of text explaining something about the reviews. Then the reviews, And that is it. Simple as that. Super easy, guys. Don't overcomplicate the website. Like I said, I hope this part wasn't too long. I'm gonna try to cut it down as much as possible. This isn't a website tutorial, and in the grand scheme of everything, the website matters very little. Okay, so now let's talk about the fourth and final thing that you'll need to successfully run an organic dropshipping store, which is your supplier. Now, there are multiple different ways you can go about doing this, and once you become more advanced, you'll start using what is known as a private supplier. But starting out, you can just use known softwares and apps out there to fulfill your orders. One of the most commonly known is AliExpress, and if you want to use AliExpress, you can just download it on your Shopify dashboard and also download an app called De-essers, and just go and navigate on there. You'll see it basically allows you to integrate them, and every time a order comes into your store, it's automatically relayed to AliExpress through De-essers, and once they get the information, you go and pay them for the product, and they send the product out to your customer. And then, like I said, another really known one is CJ Dropshipping. Kind of the same thing, except you don't have to download two different apps, and they have a little bit of a better pricing on there and faster shipping times, which is always good for a long-lasting dropshipping store. And if you're a complete beginner seeing this, it might seem super complicated, but I promise, just go check out everything I just named off and you'll see just how easy it is. A customer orders the product, it's relayed to the third-party app that's on your Shopify store. You then pay them when an order comes in and they send the product to your customer. You never touch the product and orders are fulfilled just by clicking a few buttons. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video or you learned something new and actually gained some value from it, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. I try to respond to all comments. Even if you have some questions on the video itself, I try to get in there and answer every comment that I can. And as for that Discord I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm gonna leave it linked below down in the description if you're interested and want to actually start making money with organic dropshipping. So don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with every single banger that I post. But until then, I will see you on the next one. Peace.